Well, hello and welcome to the full moon reading. So I'm burning a little sage here. I had a wild hair to record a reading for the full moon. The full moon is so big earlier. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. Just walking around and looking at it coming up on the horizon was amazing. So my name is Rain. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me over here at my tarot card station. Rain Tarot and the High Vibe Tribe. I say that because I like to keep the vibes high, you know. I'm not going to sugarcoat things per se, but I do like to look at the bright side of things or look at the higher side of things. But anyway, yeah, thank you for being here. I am a psychic medium. I'm a seer of sorts, and this is just one of the ways that I'm helping to raise the vibration on the planet. So I appreciate you being here and helping to raise the vibration with me. So that being said, I have all these decks of cards here. I'm kind of winging it, and I haven't decided exactly which deck to use. So I'm going to use my intuition here. Yes, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. That is an easy way you can help to support my channel and support what I'm trying to do, which is, well, connecting with people. And yeah, I'm a seeker and a seer, and I do like to help people. So here we are. All right. What shall we do? What shall we do? I hope everyone out there is well, keeping yourselves healthy and safe and happy. And during this time of an introspection, going inward, some of us are staying busy. Some people are saying they're bored. But it's kind of a situation which a lot of us are forced to go inward. We have this full moon in Libra. Lovely energy. It's a super moon. I do believe it's the closest that the moon's going to be all this year, and that is quite lovely. Libra is the sign of balance. It's all about keeping things fair. And full moons are all about letting things go, relaxing into that flow, getting ready for the new cycle as it starts to wane and get smaller into the new moon, right? So this is one of my newer decks. I have this, I wouldn't say it's an addiction to getting new decks, but it kind of is. You know, everybody likes to collect things, and I love tarot and oracle decks. And the coronavirus, right? Everybody started giving deals, and Hay House has, or I guess prints a lot of these decks, and so immediately they put a sale on their website. It was like 50% off, and I'm like, what? Of course I gotta get at least one deck. So I got 2 decks, but they were decks that I've been wanting for a while, especially this Moonology deck, which I am going to tap into here in just a minute. Right now I am using, I'm just letting you know what I'm using, just in case you want to know. This is the Light Seers Tarot deck. And I actually, this particular deck I had never heard of, and I looked up the art on it, and I loved it. And so I'm really glad that I got it. New moon, not new moon, full in Libra. So this is a general reading, and I'm just doing it for all the signs. This is just a general full moon reading. So whatever comes out, comes out. Everything that comes out of my mouth from here on out is a channeled message. I'm going to try not to make this too long of a video, but the message is the message is the message. What do we need to hear? I call upon my spirit guides, my angels, to help the reading. Help me to be a clear conduit for the messages coming through during this time, and let it be exactly what we need to hear. Those who are tapping in, those that need the message. And let it be for the highest and greatest good of all involved, and so it is. Come check me out over at Instagram. I've been building that page. I like social media. It's a really beautiful way to connect with people. And so I have my Instagram. 8 of Wands. You know, I don't really read reversals, but it did come out reversed. And for some reason, Spirit told me to note that. Eight of Wands is all about fast communications. It could be fast communications. It could be travel, long distance travel. And it could be communicating with someone at a far distance. It came out reversed. So I do feel like that there is going to be some kind of communication or travel. I know during this time, a lot of us are quarantined, and it's been said for us to stay in and not travel. But I'm certain that there are people who are still traveling, because sometimes we have to travel. And there may be some kind of blockage in communication. Why is the Eight of Wands here? It also, for some of you, because I am picking up on multiple storylines, so take what resonates, okay? There might be a blockage, but it may be a message to you to push through and communicate something, okay? Okay, we got the Seven of Wands. So this came out yesterday. Yesterday I did all of the signs. So check out those if you're interested in those readings. But these particular two came out, and I want to say it was for one of the air signs, like Aquarius maybe. We got the Seven of Wands. Okay. So the Seven of Wands is my card for deflecting negativity, deflecting drama. Okay, so here are the wands coming at this person. And see, she's sitting here on her pillow. She's in a meditative state. She's keeping her inner peace. She's got a bubble around her. She's able to deflect the negativity that's coming at her. So if there is, for some of you, someone might be communicating some sort of drama during this time. This is not for everybody, okay? Like I said, take it as it resonates, but this is one of the storylines. If someone is communicating drama to you, you may want to protect your energy during this time, okay? And just keep that inner peace. Deflect. It's like deflect. That's what I think of when I see that card. I really think that's gorgeous. What is this drama? I feel like there's drama. Maybe not for everybody. Perhaps. Why is the Seven of Wands here? She's keeping her inner peace. We have the Eight of Swords. Ooh, okay, interesting. So the Eight of Swords is the card of feeling stagnant or stuck. But it's self-inflicted, okay? Either you or another person is feeling stuck in some way. Maybe they've been holding back. Maybe they have been holding back communication, or you have been holding back communication from someone. If it's you that is inflicting drama on someone else, just be aware that may not be the best resolution. But for the majority of you, if people are coming at you, it could be people, it could be a scenario, it could be your own self. This could all be self-inflicted. You could be like, for some of you, you're stuck in your mind. You're thinking thoughts. You're thinking thoughts that are tying you down, tying you up. And it may be, for some of you, it is all self-inflicted. For others of you, you've allowed the drama to cause you to go within, and maybe it's been eating you up. Some of the drama has been eating you up. And the thing is, okay, so crows, I see the crows and the raven. There's a girl here, and she's like looking into a mirror or looking into a reflection of herself. There's a lot of reflection going on. Again, what I was talking about with the going inward during this time, a lot of us are being forced to, or it's giving us the opportunity to go within. And if there's something, see, at first I thought that maybe these ravens were tying her up. But see, the thing is, raven and the crow, I had to look it up the other day, because ravens, I think it's ravens around here. I'm in Colorado, but it's a big black bird. I've been seeing big black birds everywhere I go. And they caw at me, and they'll sit outside my window and caw, just weird. And I'm like, what does that mean? What is the medicine? And so I looked it up. They're wise. It's a symbol for wisdom. And so I feel as maybe you've been stuck in some kind of situation, but as the truth, as wisdom, as you are realizing something, it is actually untying you. The truth will set you free. Somebody needed to hear that. The truth will set you free. Don't blind yourself from something. If something, there's a scenario coming through. If there's something that's not as, it's not as it seems. Maybe you thought something was different and then it was upsetting when you started seeing the truth of a matter. You started feeling stuck. But upon reflection, going toward that inner wisdom, it's untying you and freeing you. So then, as drama comes at you, you're able to protect your energy. Okay? For some of you, you may need to speak your truth. For others of you, maybe holding back speaking at this time in order to protect your energy. There's a lot of scenarios here. That was kind of convoluted because some of the messages that are coming through are like totally different from each other. So I'm like, Eight of Pentacles, hard at work. Ooh, I like this card. The Eight of Pentacles. Someone who is really good at their craft, sharpening your skills. Some of you have been really busy plotting, planning, sharpening your skills. Some of you are really hard at work. This is someone who's busy. Busy. And I like the moons. Okay, I want to show you how all of these 8 pentacles are phases of the moon. See that? There are phases coming in and out, ebbs and flows of work. For some of you, you're totally shifting what it is that you're doing in your career. That is a sign to me that I want to pull from the Moonology deck, just because I saw the moon phases here. And so I am going to do that. That's what Spirit is calling me to do. We may go back to that deck and we may pull from something else. What does the collective need to hear during this time? What is the wisdom that we need to hear? Communication. Someone may be traveling to you. For some of you, someone is traveling to you to speak their truth. And the truth might set you free. Maybe there's a situation in which you're making up a lot of falsities in your own mind about a situation. And maybe because of past trauma, past dramas, you put a bubble around yourself. You don't even want to hear any of it. Someone might be traveling to you to speak their truth. But you're hard at work. You're working. So are they. No, it's kind of weird. That's another scenario. Like I said, this is a general reading. Take it as it resonates. If you do want a personal reading, if you want to connect with me, I do offer that. You can check the description box below to get the information. I used to just upload videos for people. I've been having trouble uploading videos. It's easier for me now to do like a live Zoom or a Skype kind of video. That's what I've been doing for people is sitting down and just doing it live and doing readings. So I do offer readings if you need some counseling in any way, shape, or form. All right. If you have not already, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to hit the 1,000 mark. I need 1,000 subscribers so that I can go live on my phone. They won't let me go live on my phone until I hit 1,000. Isn't that silly? What does the collective need to hear during this time? What is the message for the collective during this time? What do we need to hear? Take time to breathe out. The disseminating moon. I don't even know what disseminating moon means, and I'm going to have to look that one up. Take time to breathe out. That reminds me. Today I did a video where I was sitting in the daffodils, and I was just talking to the phone, you know, processing life, processing things. And I went through a range of emotions. I went from feeling joyful. I'm in the sun with the daffodils, and there are these tiny little bees, and my cats came up. And then I started to get into a space where I started processing feelings of sadness and grief even. And some of the grief I understood, and other forms of the grief I did not understand. I think I was channeling those feelings of the collective. And I realize that a lot of people are feeling sad right now and experiencing grief and processing and letting go of things. And one of the things I did, because I started to cry on camera, which I really don't. I don't cry in front of people for some reason. I'll cry. I don't have a problem crying, but in front of people, I'm strong. I don't know what it is. It's part of my conditioning or something, but I started to cry. And so I said, breathe. And as I breathed, there was a release of those heavy feelings to breathe in and breathe out. Consequently, a friend called me up because she saw that video, and she thanked me for reminding her to breathe. And so she read me a poem that she wrote about breathing, and it was magnificent. But what this reminds me of, okay? Take time to breathe out. And when we breathe out, it's like, imagine the things that you're letting go of, just going somewhere else. Let that shit go. Another card from the Moonology deck, please. Nothing will come of this situation. What? Void of course moon. Interesting. For some of you, and this may not resonate with everyone, but for some of you, there's a situation in which you have been hung up over and you've been having some grief, okay? Because I'm an intuitive, okay? I read the cards, but I'm intuitive. I was just talking about breathing stuff out and processing grief in my own experience today. Nothing will come of this situation. Now, there are two scenarios coming up for me with that. And what I'm feeling is that on one side of the coin, perhaps for some of you, this when you're in that grief mode and you're upset about something, okay, like I said, there's two sides of the coin. There are a couple scenarios that I'm tapping into. One of the scenarios I'm tapping into is that it's almost like crying over spilt milk. There's like nothing that's going to come of it. Don't focus on it anymore. Don't focus on something in a negative way and create a mountain out of a molehill, so to speak. That one, creating a mountain out of a molehill. Because nothing, for some of you, you're creating a mountain out of a molehill by almost making it more than it is, making it worse than it is, but there's actually nothing that's going on. And for some of you, yeah, it's not as bad as it seems. It's not as bad as it seems. One more card, please. One more card, please. Nothing is yet set in stone. The mutable moon. Okay, don't create scenarios that may or may not even actually exist in your mind. Okay, nothing is set in stone. We're all free-willed individuals. And so a scenario that you may be worrying about, you may be creating fantasy. Not all of you. Some of you are tapping in and actually grieving and letting stuff go because nothing's going to come of it. Here, hang on just a second. Yes, nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable, meaning it can move, change, like the tides. You can't predict these things. And so to focus on something in a negative light can create that, but just remember that you may be focusing on something and creating a mountain out of a molehill. For others of you, I feel like you're letting go of something. There's something new in the works, but yes, it's good to set your intentions, but be in that ebb and flow state like the moon, like the waves, because things can change. People change. You can change in the blink of an eye, the blink of a moment. Nothing is set in stone. And so instead of focusing on a scenario that is not set in stone and thinking of it in a negative situation, like in a negative light, know that it can change. It can go any way. It can ebb and flow. So just take time and breathe it out. Okay? Any of that negative energy, the negative situations, the negative scenarios that you're focusing on, just let it go. Let that shit go. That's what I'm saying. All right. What am I going to pull from next? Ooh. Part of me wants to pull from the sexual magic cards, but I think I'll do that later. I think I'll do that in another reading. I am being drawn to this deck over here. This is a Colette Baron Reed deck. She has so many amazing decks. And this is her, what is it called? It's like maps. Magical maps or something. Oh, here it is. The Enchanted Map. The Enchanted Map Oracle deck. It's a really whimsical deck. It's very dreamy, very circusy, and very Whimsical. Whimsical. Yeah, for those of you who are receiving communications that are drama based, just yeah, just stay in your little bubble there. Seriously, it just came back up. But don't create, just stay in your safe little bubble. Right now you don't need to accept any energy into your realm that's going to disrupt your peace. It's really important to have peace of mind. When we have peace, we can bestow peace around us to other people. Peace of mind. So here we have the Golden Palace. Ooh, the Golden Palace. And I see a couple of moons in this. Wow. It's a really cool card here. So behind this palace it looks like a full moon, and then we have like a crescent moon here, and then it looks like the sun might be coming up. So that's cycles and phases in life. The Golden Palace. It looks like it's been there for a long time. With all the trees that have grown, the old growth. This really beautiful, ornate architecture here. This is home. This is something sturdy. This is something really grounded, even though it's way up high on that hill, on that cliff. It's very grounded. It's been there for a long time, and it oversees things. It's at the same level as the birds that are flying. And so it's being grounded, but yet having that height, having that higher vision to be able to see over the expanse, to be able to see things from a higher perspective. And so I believe that what Spirit is asking is for us to do just that, is to be grounded during this time, but to also see the bigger picture. It's a balance. It's a yin and yang. It's a as above, so below. On the bottom of the deck, ooh, I don't think I've ever pulled this card. The Bone Collector. Ooh, wow. That is so neat. I'm just kind of take a look at there are a lot of images in this card. It's the number 1. 1 indicating new things, new cycles, beginnings. Yet you would think, because she's the Bone Collector, that it would be an ending or death, right? Which death and rebirth are the same. Check her out. She's this old sage. She's been around for a while. She's illuminated. She's enlightened. See the halo around her head? She's a wise one. She's the Bone Collector. She's probably been collecting bones for a long time. She sits inside of a ring of rocks. She's been doing ceremony. And wow. There's the wheel of time. Kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. And the wheel, I want to point out, is one of the oldest symbols in history. It's found within every religion. It's found all over the world. The wheel. And within tarot, the wheel of fortune, it is a major arcana. It's all about spinning the wheel. And it's the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it's fortunate, but it spins. You put your intention into something, you spin that wheel, and it goes around and around, and we don't know where it's going to stop. And that's where you have to let go. That's where you let go and relax into things. Breathe it out and allow it to stop where it will, because wherever it stops is in your best interest, because it's the Wheel of Fortune. And I see that here. And it has 12, which would be 12 months of the year, 12 hour cycles, the 12 zodiac signs. There's a rabbit inside of there, and she has there's skeletons hanging. It's like things have died. Things have become new again. She's seen a lot as the Bone Collector. She's been collecting these things, these bones, this life and death, these cycles. She's seen many cycles. And as we go through life, we hopefully become wiser for it, right? And so she sits there in the wheel, and it looks like she's in the middle of ceremony. She's very happy. She's grinning. And she knows that at some point she will die. She's the Bone Collector, and she will be a bone one day, right? We'll have just bones, all of us. But that's a beginning, right? So it's something That there may be things in your life at this point that are coming to an end, but that is opening new doors. When doors close, new ones open. And so it's interesting. She's in a desert, but yet there's trees that are shading her. There's a lot of yin and yang about that. I really like that. So this is all about cycles, staying grounded, seeing the bigger picture, protecting your energy, and not allowing any drama to penetrate or to disrupt your peace. Because, you know, you have the choice to allow things to disrupt you or not. You know, again, I'm going to recap a little bit here. But if you've been feeling stuck about a situation, I feel like the truth will be revealed to you as you do reflecting. The truth is going to set you free, okay? For some of you, again, I do believe that there is going to be some communication. Just protect your energy. If there's drama coming at you, just keep your peace. But for some of you also, I do believe there's travel going on, and someone may be traveling to you to express something. There are cycles, phases, things are changing, but you're hard at work. You're getting work done even within sitting still, because I see her sitting still. She's holding a candle. She's keeping her peace. Yet lots of things. She's already put a lot of irons in the fire, so to speak. So there are things that are happening. There are many, many things, many opportunities unfolding even as you sit there in your peace. I'm feeling like this might be the reading. This might be it. Is there any other messages that need to come through? Are there? I'm like looking around at all my decks, if any of them are calling to me. I am feeling like I want to pull one card. I don't ever pull cards out of this deck. This is the Divine Feminine. There it is. I had it upside down. Really beautiful deck. I remember when I first got this deck, I was dating this man, and he actually got really offended by me getting this deck. He's like, the Divine Feminine, do you mean women are better than men? And I'm like, no. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and I don't know. Anyway, this is the Divine Feminine. Look at the back of this. It's very beautiful. It reminds me of the shape of a yoni or a vagina. It's really nice. What are the messages that need to come through for the collective, please? Just one card from the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. And I want to pull from the Divine Feminine because we are in a full moon. And moon cycles, moon phases are very closely related to all of us. But specifically, it seems that, well, you know, I'm about to say two things at the same time. Women's moon cycles oftentimes correlate with the moon cycles. But that being said, I'm sure that there are cycles within men as well that manifest in different ways. The moon cycles. What does the Divine Feminine have to say? There it is. Let's see what it is. All right. Parvati, the goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. Ooh. Love comes in many, many different forms. It doesn't have to be conditional. It doesn't have to look one way or another. But when you commit yourself to compassion, love, caring, it can cause you to evolve. Because when you care about people, when you care about scenarios in a loving and unconditional way, that means no matter what happens and as it unfolds, you still embrace it. You don't turn your back on it unless it's tough love, right? Sometimes there's times to turn your back. But I feel like Parvati, the goddess of devotion, she is dedicated to first and foremost loving herself. Because when we can truly take care of ourselves, then we can reflect that outwardly. And that's what I see there. Ooh, I like it. I like it. All right. I'm going to wrap that up. Again, if you, go ahead and hit the like button if you have not already. I appreciate it. That's an easy way that you can help to support my channel. If you like the message, if it resonates with you, leave me a comment and let me know what you're thinking about. I absolutely love connecting with you and seeing how these scenarios play out for you. Join me over at Instagram. I'm just, I I feel a little lonely over there sometimes. And if you need a personal reading, check the description box below. And until next time, keep raising the vibes. Mwah.